Hey, this is auth-danglaun with MassLive. I'm going to be taking you guys down the streets of Easthampton and Northampton as I drive around during the mess out here in the middle of this winter storm. It's coming down hard now. It's supposed to be coming down at a rate of about 2 to 4 inches per hour. So I'm going to take you around so you can see just how bad the conditions are out here. It is sort of rough getting around, for sure. So forecasters are saying that we're going to be getting between 12 and 18 inches of snow in this part of the Pioneer Valley. Northampton and Easthampton will be getting that much, as well as Springfield. When you get farther north towards Greenfield, it's going to intensify, expecting up to 2 feet of snow, and that goes for the Berkshires as well. So as you can see, it's starting to pile up a little bit. Conditions are very slippery on the roads. The plows have been going pretty much non-stop from what I've seen, but it's definitely gotten worse over the last hour or so. So I'm gonna take you down Route 10 as I drive towards Northampton, and we can see how the conditions are. The snow has really been wreaking havoc with the way people can get around Massachusetts today. Speed limits have been lowered on the Mass Pike. Over 400 flights have been canceled from Logan Airport, as well as over 70 from Bradley in Connecticut. The governor, as well as local officials, have warned people to stay off the roads unless they have to be out on the roads. There's no formal travel ban in Massachusetts, but people are definitely encouraged to stay and work from home if they can. It's sort of a sensible decision at this point. Safety officials have said that, it's a good idea to stay off these roads, which are very slick, to avoid accidents for yourself, and also to make sure that the way is clear for road workers and electrical crews and emergency responders and people who absolutely have to be out here. So as you can sort of see as I'm driving around, one of the problems for driving today is that visibility is very low. There are reports from the National Weather Service of visibility as low as a quarter mile. That is something that makes driving at any sort of speed quite dangerous. So I'm going to be taking it slow and driving you down towards Northampton as we take a look around. So there are very few people out here right now. Probably half the cars I've seen driving so far have been plow trucks. School has been canceled in Easthampton, Northampton, and I'd say most if not all of the surrounding communities. I was at a press conference with the city of Springfield yesterday where the mayor and city officials are saying that this is definitely the most severe storm that we've gotten this winter. There were those 2 big consecutive snowstorms earlier this winter that definitely had a major impact, but the amount of snow we're seeing here over a relatively short period is sort of a whole different animal, is what they were saying. It's unusual to get this level of snow, 2 to 4 inches an hour, and they were warning that going to take some time to plow out. Not to expect roads to be cleared on your street before Wednesday morning, just because of the degree to which it's coming down fast and the sheer amount of work that road crews have to do to get things running. As you can see, the National Weather Service has issued a blizzard warning for today until, I believe, 8 p.m. And that has to do with the high wind gusts we could be seeing, up to around 40 miles an hour. And those wind gusts, as well as the sort of light nature of the snow, is part of the reason that visibility is so bad. You can see as I'm driving down Route 10, can't see probably much more than a quarter mile ahead of me. Luckily, there's no one else out on the roads right now. So feel free to leave some questions in the comments. I have this thing set up on a tripod. Don't worry, I'm not holding this thing as I'm driving. But I will try to get to some questions and answer any, inquiries that you have once I've gotten into Northampton and can find a place to park. Some other tips that safety officials have been giving out in the last couple days, standard heavy snowstorm stuff. You want to keep your exhaust pipes and ventilation for your house clear of snow, because that's a carbon monoxide risk. Also, fire officials in Springfield were asking people to try to shovel out nearby hydrants. Emergency responders will try to get to you, but it's slow going for everyone, including them. And forcing them to dig out a hydrant when they have to get to an active fire in these bad conditions can lead to delayed response times. So yeah, pretty much echoing what we've been hearing from the governor and from local officials over the last day or so. Shovel out your walkways, keep snow off the top of your car, check on your neighbors, people who may have trouble getting around. This is supposed to be over by Wednesday night into early Wednesday morning. So by tomorrow, things should be back up and running. But for today, the message is definitely, coming from public officials is take it easy, stay at home. Don't do what I'm doing unless you have to for your job. Yeah, driving is definitely real tough right now. Gotten onto a patch of Route 10 that is not very well plowed at all. There's not really any ice on the roads, it is snow, but it's been packed down into this sort of slick layer that makes getting traction quite difficult, especially if you're in a small passenger car like I am. If you're in Easthampton and still need some storm supplies, Big East Supermarket is open until 3 p.m. The Rite Aid on Union Street also open. A couple of convenience stores I saw were still in operation. There didn't appear to have been a big run on food or anything like that. Everything still seemed to be fairly well stocked. So, you know, if you need to go out, get some bottled water, something to eat, it is an option for you in Easthampton. We are definitely approaching whiteout conditions here. Just really a few hundred feet from the downtown intersection, Northampton, near the Academy of Music. But as you can see, it's just coming into view, the traffic lights ahead of me. That was my car telling me that it has no traction on the road. So we're approaching Main Street, driving down Main Street in downtown Northampton. Yeah, it's really slippery out here. There appears to be basically almost no one out on the streets right now. Wrap up this broadcast. I'll try to answer some of your questions in the comments. Thanks for sticking with us.